Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel after such a long time. I apologise for being away for so long, but due to a personal dilemma, it's been hard to find the strength to keep making videos until now. I wanted to make one last review before 2020 ended, so this is Kia's Reviews, and this is my review of Wonder Woman 1984.
We won't be doing that today.
After 5 release dates and being DC's second film of this year, Wonder Woman 1984 has finally arrived for fans everywhere. It's a film that promotes ambition, colour and vibrancy set to the tone of a classic 1980s film. While I was a massive fan of the first Wonder Woman film, my excitement for its follow-up was insane. I enjoyed the movie a fair bit and definitely felt satisfied with how this turned out, even though it is flawed. There were a lot of things about this movie that I loved and purely enjoyed, but when the story became dependent on the audience's suspension of disbelief, it can become a little hard to watch at some points, which is not only due to its overlong runtime of 2.5 hours, but also to a slow... A big question on everyone's minds before seeing this film was whether the return of Steve Trevor was going to be completely ridiculous and unnecessary, or whether he would be smartly written in. In the context of this story, without spoilers, his return was very interesting, and not what I expected after reading the comics. Much like its predecessor, the heart of Wonder Woman 1984 lies in the relationship between Steve and Diana. This is where I believe Patty Jenkins truly thrives, as it's quite an emotional final act. Chris Pine's charisma transfers perfectly from the 2017 movie, and he carries the film's comedy brilliantly, as I was apprehensive of whether the jokes from the trailers, which were all related to making fun of the 80s era, would still land, or if those were the only solid jokes they had to rely on.
Remove this woman, please. Permanently. Are you okay?
I don't know.
The cast overall were great, and the standout of the entire movie amongst everything else is easily Pedro Pascal's conniving performance as Maxwell Lord. Even though the plot is quite silly and ridiculous, he made it feel serious, which would rope me back into caring about what I was watching. His story arc is what kept me going through Wonder Woman 1984, and I can definitely see audiences paying the most attention to him when he's on screen. Kristen Wiig as Cheetah felt like an afterthought, unfortunately, and resulted in being a wasted opportunity, as the Cheetah character was only present for the final action-packed 20 minutes. I did enjoy Kristen Wiig's take on the actual awkward character of Barbara Minerva, and really valued the screen time that she had with Gal Gadot, as they both really played off of each other really well, because she felt really unique to what other awkward characters like Electro had done already in superhero films. And I really enjoyed what Kristen brought to the table for this iteration of Cheetah. Gal Gadot really improved as an actress since the first Wonder Woman, and she easily steals the show, as she always does when she plays this character. And she really is this generation's Wonder Woman, and I can't wait to see more of her in the future of the DCEU. Very few films are without flaws, and Wonder Woman 1984 unfortunately has quite a few. Firstly, it's incredibly long and poorly paced. For a 2.5 hour movie to go as slowly as this did, the excitement that the first Wonder Woman had for its final act wasn't replicated at all in the sequel. Once every character is introduced with their motives and the adventure of this movie gets going, an hour has actually already passed. And I can't say the first hour was very entertaining, as some of the movie's early scenes were quite boring and didn't relate to any future part of the film. I was quite disappointed with some of this movie, and I just felt like I couldn't take this as seriously as I did with the previous movie. I describe Wonder Woman 1984 as the perfect popcorn film, the perfect blockbuster, because it really is a movie to watch on the big screen. The cast is quite enticing, the action was fast paced, and it feels good to finally see Gal Gadot back as Wonder Woman on the big screen. Even though it may have quite a ridiculous plotline, I can thankfully say that Wonder Woman 1984 is an easy film to get through if you're looking for some good fun, even though the movie itself doesn't reach the heights of its predecessor, so I will give Wonder Woman 1984 a strong 6.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. Have you seen Wonder Woman 1984, or are you yet to see it? Let me know below. If you like what you're seeing here and you want to see even more, check out my channel and be sure to have a look at my previous reviews of Mulan and Bill and Ted Face the Music. As always, be sure to follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This has been Kia's Reviews, signing off for now.